for Panthers fans only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
No music.
Nigga, please don't, bro. Not today. I'm just telling you, I'm just warning you right now. The first thing that I'm going to say, if you're new here or you're a returner and you skip through the intro or whatever, I'm going to highly, highly encourage you to go all the way back to the beginning and refer to the disclaimer. Because the things that I have to say today, I don't want my producer, my co-host, nobody on my team, to suffer any damages or anything of the sort based on what I have to say today. That's the first thing. The second thing that I'm going to say, everything that I have to say today is applicable to everybody on this team and in this organization except for Derek Brown and maybe J.C. Horn. That's number two. This is for Panthers fans only. I'm not cutting a long intro today. Follow us on social media if you want to. If you don't, I personally don't give a fuck.
What about Chuba?
He
I'm just asking. Some people escape the blame, so I'm just trying to see
what the
criteria
Chuba.
is.
Yeah, probably Chuba too. Because transparently, those are the only three that really give a fuck. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, more or less. And then I had to see my fucking quarterback acting like he's raging out on the sidelines, throwing his helmet and shit. Nigga, I'm sick and tired of that shit too. I'm sick and tired of all the fucking theatrics, all the PC, politically correct shit. I'm tired of all of that shit, bro. I'm tired of all of it. Because I know every time we get fucked in the ass like that, I know what I'm going to get when I get to the press conference. A nigga touching on his fucking arm, whispering into the goddamn mic. And I know that but it's okay. Actually, I'm not even going to rage. I'm not even going to take myself there today because the only thing that I'm going to do today, after we give a little tiny breakdown for maybe 15, actually set our shit for an hour because I don't even got time to go longer than that today. Honestly, because the more and more time that I go, the worse and worse it's going to get where I might slip up and say some shit that's going to have us canceled. God, honest truth. You can go ahead and get us kicked off because I can just tell already that it's probably not going to be good, honestly. And if you're here because you want to hear us be optimistic or you want to hear me get this talking delusional again, whatever the case may be, I'm going to highly encourage you to just go ahead and close the fucking video. I'm to a point where this team is just fucking worthless. Just worthless. Just a team full of bitch-made ass niggas. Nothing short of it, bro. Like transparently, and niggas can take that personal, or they can take it as if I'm grading what they do on the. I personally don't give a fuck how niggas take it. To be quite frank, that's the point that I'm at. I did some math yesterday. I'm probably about $5,000 or $6,000 in the hole already. 4 weeks into the fucking season. That's before I even get to going through the note and paying out bets and paying that's before I even get to that point. So I'm just fucking fed up and I'm done with the shit, bro. I'm done with it. And nobody try and fucking censor me today. If I ask you to market, just fucking market and let me move the fuck on. Because, it's probably going to slip out today. A couple of them. Because niggas wanted to jerk off when Christian Roseboom got signed, right? Because go ahead and market, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Because he had 135 tackles. But when I told niggas that he wasn't worth the fuck, then JJ was the bad guy, right? And matter of fact, just tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm lying about anything, okay? Do you mind? Did that or did that not occur? The motherfuckers on X and in the YouTube comments, oh, y'all were so negative. Oh, why does everything have to be negative? Why do y'all have to be such Debbie Downers? Why do y'all have to be so pessimistic? Because anytime a whole fan base strokes their dick because a fucking linebacker is getting booted after having 135 tackles in a season, that means he's not worth shit. And then what do I got to see? Drake May, Stephon Diggs, Kevontae Booty. What's the fuck nigga's name?
Kayshawn Booty.
And this nigga can't do nothing but generate a 23.5 PFF grade.
And Trey Hendrickson.
A 23.5 PFF grade. Oh, and by the way, this is something that he probably is going to try to interrupt. But guess who is the leading linebacker in the NFL as it pertains to fucking coverage grade? You'll never fucking guess. You'll never guess. Fucking 34-year-old goddamn it Shaq Thompson. But everybody is worried about a motherfucking injury. Right? No, he doesn't need a fucking round of applause. He doesn't need a round of applause. Would anybody like to guess who's the sack leader in the NFL this year?
Who? Brian Burns?
And I'm glad that you know. That means that you're knowledgeable and that you know ball. You know. But paying him the price was too much. Right? But this is why I say this fan base just has problems, bro. This organization. I'm at my breaking point.
You didn't even bring up.
I'm at my breaking point. And I didn't even bring up that nigga. Not Terrence, the nigga on the fucking shirt. I didn't even bring him up. Because guess what I got to hear? I got to go into the fucking spaces with Sheena and Vashti and hear bitch niggas crying talking about, what I do know is it's not the quarterback. Yes, the fuck it is. It's that fuck nigga too. It is. I'm sick, and I'm past the point of, I'm not gonna slander his name. I'm gonna let Terrence and Tavian do it because obviously they don't fucking got it. They don't fucking got it. So I got it.
We ain't even been able to speak.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. My apologies. I'm putting my shit down. Just know that's the energy that I'm on today, nigga. So nobody fucking piss me off. Nobody piss me off. Have at it.
You're not gonna like what I gotta say.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, because he's gonna be on his fucking knees. I know.
We already had a conversation about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be on his knees. So go ahead and suck his dick. But we're gonna go in the circle, right? And you can go ahead and say what you have to say, and then I'll give it to you. Did you watch the game this week?
I did.
Perfect. Go ahead.
As much as I hate being right all the time, I will say this is another week where I was right again, and y'all slander me for it. I told everybody to calm down from last week, what they did, 30-0. Okay, that was cute. That was nice. But it was nothing more than first home game of the year, last drive in Arizona, dropping 2 games that you were supposed to win, but you turned the football over. Everybody was on the high. So it was nothing, and you played a sorry quarterback, and it was a division opponent, and I kind of knew that this team would show exactly who they really are. Defense, they're not good. JJ will have you gassed up thinking that they're one of the best defenses in the league. They're not good. Drake May did nothing amazing, nothing amazing on Sunday. Just a lot of open receivers, honestly, just a lot of open run lanes. Offense, look, god awful. I think we crossed their 40, maybe I don't even know, damn near the whole game. Only got to show really 6 points out of it. I would say 6 points. The last drive, that didn't really do anything for me. Empty calories. Everything down to the coaching staff. Dave Canales, I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of his play calling, his game management. It's just terrible. Third and long, we're continuing to run the ball when we're down 30 points, 20 points. That doesn't make sense to me. Bryce, he's missing throws that second year, first year quarterbacks are able to make. I watch almost every game Sunday, really analyzing the quarterback, because just trying to see why Bryce continues to miss these easy throws, why he continues to miss Ted wide open on a go route. The same thing that he did his previous 2 years, why he can't hit Ted wide open in the middle of the field, throwing the pass behind him. Just real little simple shit that shouldn't be happening in year 3. It's getting annoying. I'm getting tired of seeing it. And if you can't get the job done, if you can't do the little things, then, I mean, what are you worth to us? Honestly, somebody has to have a reality check. I don't know who it is, but Bryce and Dave, they need to get their shit together because this is not cutting it. The defense, just atrocious. I don't know. Everybody came in yesterday or last week, went on Doug's podcast, him and Quan. Oh, should EJ, I think people should be giving EJ an apology. This is exactly why I told him I'll hold my apology. Because, I mean, he's not a good coach, in my opinion. That's in my opinion. There's no way that defense should have looked that bad. They look god-awful. They look terrible. And the Patriots did nothing special. Nothing special. The special teams, we went and praised them last week. And it always happens as soon as you go and praise somebody, they just continue to piss in your face and shit on your name. That's what the special teams did. I mean, if I had to see a punt return where the whole Patriots punt return unit was out in front of Marcus Jones when he was returning the punt because all of our everybody on our punt team ran right past him. And then the announcer had the nerve to say they thought he called a fair catch. What do people usually do when somebody calls a fair catch? They're usually right in their face, right?
And breaking down.
Waiting for them to drop it.
Correct.
Everybody sprints past him. And then I have to see people missing tackles. Daylon, Camp, whatever his name is.
Is that 81?
Yes, he ended up on the injury report, but
He's fucking worthless.
Yeah.
The effort that he displayed on special teams with a unit, with a coaching staff that swears by special teams, that motherfucker should have been left in Foxborough.
Yeah.
Should have been left in fucking Foxborough. And y'all don't have to listen to me. And I'm going to let you continue. Y'all don't take none of our word for shit that we say today. Go turn on the all 22. It's very fucking simple. Bullshit effort from that nigga there. He should have been left in New England. He shouldn't even have been able to catch a ride back, or they should have put the bitch on the Greyhound. But he shouldn't have been able to ride back with us. Not with that effort. Continue. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, he looked terrible. That whole unit as a whole looks terrible. Every time Trevor Etienne feels a punt, I just gasp every time because he looks like he wants to drop it. It's to the point where he ended up getting benched by Hunter Renfrow. So that's embarrassing in itself. And then Ryan Fitzgerald. I mean, we went on Doug's platform last week, like I mentioned earlier, and everybody wanted me to give Ryan Fitzgerald praise. Everybody shitting on Eddie's name, and then he can't make an extra point. And to me, I felt like that's when the momentum died. And everybody was like, chill, Dylan in the group chat, JJ in the group chat, relax, we're good, chill. No, we're not good. Because little things like that, they lead to bigger things. When we can't get the small stuff down like that, that leads to bigger problems. That's because we're not disciplined, we're not focused enough to be able to make an extra point. And then he proceeds on the kickoff to kick it not in the landing zone, so that also gives them extra yards. So it's little things like that. Every phase of the game yesterday was poor. That's on coaching. That's on the players. That's on the front office. That needs to be addressed. Every phase of the game looked bad. I can't name out one good thing that I seen yesterday, honestly. Honestly, it all looked bad. You can see players quitting, uninterested. They had already given up halfway through the game. So everything was just piss poor. Just terrible. But, yeah, this is the team that we continue to support, continue to have to spend money to go watch, and then you have people asking, oh, why you're not going to the games? Why you're not in the stadium? Blah, 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 blah. Continue to spend your money. Continue to go cheer on your team while they continue to embarrass you every day. They don't care, so why should I? That was literally what they put out on the field Sunday. It don't look like anybody cared that stepped on that field and put on a Panthers uniform. It's just piss poor. It's embarrassing. It's nasty work. And, I mean, this is kind of what I expected, honestly. I didn't expect it to look this bad, but I knew last week was a fluke. But, yeah, you go ahead. Take it away.
I mean, it's not much more for me to say. I already told you. What do we have, an hour on the clock? What do we have, about 40 minutes left maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's really not much to say. Like you said, and I'm going to come to you, Tavian, I promise.
Y'all are good. And express your feelings.
Just,
let it out.
Yeah,
it's a safe space.
Yeah, we don't need extra commentary.
It's just because last week you came on with a bunch
aroused.
of energy.
He's aroused because they tied.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
I'm asking my co-host, bro.
But I'm answering.
But
Why
yes.
are you asking him a question about me when I'm right here?
Because
I can answer for myself. I don't need another man speaking for me.
You say yes?
I don't need another man speaking for me. You can ask me.
Are you aroused because y'all tied with Green Bay?
No, not at all.
Well, I mean, you seem a lot more chipper this week, so I would have to assume
the chipperness doesn't come from my game. It has nothing to do with my game. It's just because of the way you came up here and gaslit the entire Panthers fan base into believing that this team was about to accomplish something great. Like, you set these grand expectations after watching the product that was put on the field in week 1 and week 2, and like you always do, continuing to neglect the fact that this team did a complete 180 on their roster right before the season starts and taking a majority of their offense away. You know, whatever
bro,
you can say. Yeah, you say whatever you want, bro. You can say whatever you want, but then you roll out this week with 3 fucking receivers.
Give that shit a fucking break,
one of which should be on the fucking practice squad. You have nobody left. And then you wonder why everything looks nasty. Who should be on the practice squad? You wonder why everything looks nasty.
I asked you who should be on the practice squad.
Who came in after
Give that shit a break,
Who came in after David Moore?
Bryson Tremaine.
There you go. Should be on the practice squad.
Okay.
But, you know.
All right. I mean, just
but
probably
you want to wonder why
receiver in the room.
But you want to wonder he's only productive because there's only 3 fucking receivers in the room.
Bro, did we start the game off with 3 receivers in the room?
You started with like 4, 5, 4.
So niggas
really 4.
So niggas just aren't mentally cut for the shit. Well, then again, I'll give David more credit. He snapped his shit, and honestly, that's part of the problem too. That's actually exactly what you should do to a nigga that stiff arms you in your mouth. You remember I said that a year and a half, 2 years ago? That's what I try to do. Every time a nigga ever tried to stiff arm me, I'm trying to take your arm and snap the bitch. But we don't have anybody on this team that's living like that. I don't have time, bro. No, listen to me, nigga. I don't have time to hear you fucking gargle Bryce's come to me.
This has nothing to do with Bryce.
No, it does. It does.
This has nothing to do with Bryce and everything to do with you. No, I'm insinuating that you've continued to ignore the signs of what this team was going to be.
What you insinuated
was, and you've continued to gaslight the fan base
thing,
into believing that this team was going to achieve something, beyond what they're truly capable of. Quite frankly, this
was
team
on that
hasn't
train
done,
too.
Because he gaslit me. He got me.
It's always my fault. But didn't the motherfucker just tell me he doesn't need another man to speak for him? But
that doesn't mean I won't. That doesn't mean I won't take advice.
I gaslit him, so he needed another grown man to think for him.
No, that doesn't mean I won't take advice.
Like, what the fuck one is it?
I'll defer.
Which one is it?
I'll defer to the guy who's been the lifelong fan and followed this team religiously when it comes to certain things. Cool. However, I should have just trusted my own eyes and what this team has shown us.
I apologize to the fan base for your team coming out and looking like mark-ass bitches. It's my fault.
No, you need to apologize for getting them to believe in a team full of mark-ass bitches.
Okay, yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault. I apologize. Because he told me the same shit on the phone earlier today. Oh, you're partially responsible. You're responsible.
Yeah, because
you are. I'm responsible because niggas aren't fucking prepared every week. I'm sorry that I'm fucking responsible because my fucking coach doesn't take the time out of the week to have niggas when they step off of that goddamn plane, whether it's on Friday or Saturday afternoon, it's my fucking fault that they're fucking unprepared. It's my fault. Because I believe in niggas to do grown ass fucking men to do their goddamn it job. It's my fault.
But they haven't showed you anything to believe.
I'm responsible.
They haven't gave you anything to believe in thus far.
Hey, excuse me, to the niggas that watch us consistently, I apologize. It's my fault that your team is full. It's my fault. And everything is a fucking joke, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. But it's my fault. Don't worry. Like I tell niggas all the time, heavy as a head. It's my fault that y'all's team, that a team in which I have nothing at all to do with besides making fucking annual donations when I make my goddamn season ticket payments, a team that I have nothing to fucking do with at all, it's my fault that they're unprepared. And as soon as they get punched, as soon as we miss a PAT, everything just goes to shit. It's my fault because we missed a fucking PAT. It's my fault that niggas get punched in the mouth on a punt return. It's still an 8-point game. And niggas just fucking shit their pants and give up 42 unanswered points. It's my fault. So I take full fucking responsibility. It's my fault that we made these fucking shirts gassing that little bitch up, bitch boy Bryce. I gave him that nickname last week and I cut it out because I said, you know what? Now is not the time coming off a 30-point win. But guess what? He fucking earned it. He earned it. He earned it. But let y'all tell the story, oh, it's not the quarterback. It's because we traded away Adam Thielen. If Adam Thielen is going to make or break fucking Bryce Young's career, he's fucking worthless. That's what I'm here to tell you today. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit that you're talking about.
That's not the point of any of that.
I'm just telling you, bro.
A lot of these throws and shit that Bryce is making these mistakes on, a lot of it just has simply to do with timing. A lot of these are fucking timing routes, and they're just the timing
he's
is
a
off
goddamn professional quarterback. So the timing problem is on him.
Bro,
it's on him.
You're
Make the fucking pass.
You have weapons. This is on the front office. You have weapons that you barely have any time
unfortunately,
with.
I have to tell you, I hate to fucking tell you, nigga, a non-route is not fucking timing. That's you either can make the throw or you fucking can't. Every fucking week I turn on the Carolina Panthers, this nigga is out throwing a 6'4" receiver that I don't even know what the fuck his 40 time is. That has nothing to do with timing. That's the inability to make that throw. It has nothing to do with timing that on 4th and 2, I have to watch this motherfucker while we're down fucking 30-plus points, dirt a 4th and 2 ball at midfield. That's not timing. That's the inability to execute. That's not fucking timing. I don't want to hear that shit. Everybody continues to make excuses for this nigga. And what really, really triggers me and pisses me off with you is the fact that you're so fucking hypercritical of Dak, not even to bring the Cowboys into this, but you're so hypercritical of Dak. If Dak did 90% of the shit that Bryce Young fucking does, what would you be, nigga? You would be fucking. That's what you would be doing. That's why I get so fucking triggered when you and part of my disdain for Bryce is because of you. It's because of you. Because every fucking week I have to hear you just get fucking rammed in your throat by this nigga that has done nothing in the fucking NFL. Done nothing.
He's also been
1 in fucking 15. 1 in 15 in road games. 1 in 15, but that's timing.
I mean, it is timing, but we don't. We're not going to talk about it, right? We're not going to talk about it. It's not timing when you can't tell where these receivers are going to be. We don't even know the play calls half the time, so we really don't know whose fault it is fucking up.
Tavian, it's a bullshit effort from him. Like it's no way to sugarcoat it. Like he hasn't been a good quarterback since he's gotten the NFL. He has a few good games here and a few good games there, but he hasn't been a good quarterback since he got in the NFL. It's very simple. You can go look at rookies who Jaden Daniels, when he was a rookie, had damn near one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen. Took his team to the fucking NFC Championship game with all new receivers. He's never played with them before. Like, this is not a timing issue. Like, some of the throws are timing, but the way that he's been playing since he's been in the league, that's not a timing issue. That's a lack of, I don't know. I don't want to say lack of skill, but that's almost what it is.
But when
he has the inability to play the quarterback position at a
when we've seen Bryce
level.
Play in time and in rhythm, he looks like one of the best quarterbacks.
He's inconsistent.
Yeah. So my whole thing is, so what do we have to do? Okay, Tavian, let me ask you a question. What do we have to do to make the nigga fixed?
So
we invest $200 million in the offensive line. We burned 2 first-round draft picks on receivers back-to-back. Not only do we do that, we go out and get Hunter Renfrow.
One at a time. Because is the offensive line healthy right now?
It's not one at a time.
That $200 million you spent in the offensive line, where is it at right now? Where's it at? Half of it is on IR. Let's go to the wide receivers. Half of the wide receivers that you drafted in the first round are fucking dog shit. Because there's only been 2. XL is dog shit. So we've only seen Tep for 4 weeks.
It's unfortunate that he gets that tag placed on him. It's unfortunate that he gets that tag placed on him. Like I said, did he play like dog shit in the Jacksonville game? Absolutely. But if you did your due diligence and went and watched the film, the all 22 of that Arizona game, I would love for you to tell me, actually, this is your challenge for next week. I want you to tell me when you go back and watch the Arizona game, the all 22, tell me how many of those passes to Xavier Legette against Arizona were catchable balls.
At least half of them.
No, that's 100% fucking accurate. Which is why I just know that sometimes you just get up here and just start.
It was almost damn near.
It was damn near none of them.
Yeah, it was almost
none of them.
It was really almost none of them that were. It was literally almost none of them that were catchable. None of them. And I don't even know how some of them was even labeled as targets to him.
Because you know why? My franchise quarterback, once again, he just feels a little tiny heat in the pocket, and he gets to throwing shit at niggas' cleats. I'm 6'2", 6'3". Sorry, buddy, I can't reach all the way down there when you're throwing a bitch at 85 miles per hour. I just simply can't do it. I'm just, unfortunately, and this is not a slander Bryce Young podcast because there's a lot of blame to go around. Because like I said, we're going to listen to what Dave Canales had to say after the press conference because for me personally, for the life of me, I can't understand how you're still trying to find your identity a month into the season. That's something that should be established in the summertime. But because we don't take the summer serious and because we don't take the preseason serious, you know, there's no identity. We're questioning everything. We don't know who we are. But like I said, we're going to listen to it. I don't want to spend much more time on this nigga Bryce, bro, because when we do, they get to lighten us up in the comments because they act like, you know, we're just here. Our main objective here is to slander Bryce's name when the only thing that we've said over the past 3.5 years is the fact that it's more beneficial and it'll be the most beneficial for the Carolina Panthers and their fan base for the little nigga to be successful. And he just hasn't shown it. And we want to talk about inconsistency. Bro, I literally just watched fucking Jackson Dart.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler, who's in our division, who everybody will agree, and you want to throw your hands up like, oh, I don't give a fuck about that shit right now. Spencer Rattler, who has nobody, who was throwing to a concussion-riddled Chris Olave and Jawan fucking Johnson. All outperformed him yesterday. I just watched Spencer Rattler go toe-to-toe
with the Bills.
With Josh Allen. Now, watch what happens when Buffalo comes into Charlotte week 8. And then we're going to really see what the nigga is made of. So all of these excuses, I don't want to hear them, bro. I don't want to hear them because I just sat there and watched Jackson Dart in his rookie debut have his wide receiver one, a prolific wide receiver at that, top 10 in the NFL, tear his shit and still execute well enough to win the football game.
Listen. I don't want the message to get misconstrued in that.
Well, what is the message? Because
the message
every
is
time
that
we
this
talk
team
about
has
it,
much deeper problems than Bryce Young. The infection that's wrong with the Carolina Panthers is much deeper rooted than Bryce Young.
You don't understand though. Even if that is true, it still doesn't change the fact that he's played bad, and that's what you're dismissing. You trying to skip by it by saying, it's a team problem.
He didn't play good.
He hasn't.
He's played bad weeks 1 through 4 up to start this season. He's played bad.
He's played bad majority of his career.
Don't let anybody tell you any different. And I'm going to talk directly to Panther Nation too. Don't let anybody tell you different. And if you are one of the people that try and say, oh, Arizona, oh, this and that, no, I'm going to challenge that and going to highly encourage you to go back and watch the film and stop being a fucking stat sheet merchant. That's y'all's problem. He hasn't played good in any game this season. None. Atlanta, he looked like shit. Arizona, they wanted to jerk off to his career highs. I knew what it was because we were in the building and I fucking study film. Jacksonville, niggas want to make the excuses. Oh, XL couldn't catch the ball. This and that. I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. I don't want to hear none of it. It's all excuses. They're all excuses. And the only thing that is really, really saving me from raging out is because I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt and I'm going to wait until Jalen Coker gets healthy and until XL gets healthy and until we see T-Mac, XL, and Coker on the field at the same time. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. If he can't get it done then, because I'm really, really struggling right now to not start the calling for niggas' jobs. Honestly. Because Dave Canales, everything's going to be okay. We have to figure out who we are who our identity is. We have to figure out all of these things, right? Bryce, I don't know what happened. Nigga scratching his fucking arm like he's a fucking crack addict. Every single time shit gets tough, that's his nervous tick, and I'm sick of fucking seeing it, right? Right? I mean, just stop me. And I told you from the beginning, bro, just stop me when I'm lying. I'm just having a really hard, so I'm going to be patient. I am, honestly. And I feel like I didn't even go that fucking hard today on the little nigga. Right? Would you agree? We're just talking facts. He hasn't looked good.
That's always trying to
gaslight. Yeah, he talks about gaslighting, nigga. You try to gaslight us into believing that we're crazy or that we're too tough on him. When I see you every year for the last decade and some change,
maybe you're just soft in your analysis, which is fine. Everybody can't do it.
I don't think that. I think I'm fairly objective when it comes to analysis.
That's what he's obsessed with.
You
don't have to mark. Don't mark shit. That's what he's obsessed with. That's who he's obsessed with.
Market.
Unless they're Dak Prescott. Because he's the only one, a top 10 quarterback every single season he's healthy, a top 10 quarterback. That's the only one that he's hypercritical of as it pertains to,
Because that's the one that makes me want to ram my head through a wall.
Okay, well, he hasn't done that this year, has he?
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. And that's what I've been trying to tell you. Every single season when he's healthy, he plays like a fucking MVP candidate. Every single season.
Debatable. But we're not here to talk about that.
Okay, cool. Well, we're not. There are just so many things, and I will say this. After all the rage, right, I will say he's right in the fact that there are so many problems on this team and within this organization that it just seems helpless. And my co-host is right in saying that, you guys want to continue to go to the stadium and continue to do this and that, and they just show you week in and week out more or less that they don't really give a fuck. They don't. This team is so soft, bro. This team is so soft, and I'm going to use those words because the mark-ass bitches and everything, it's a lot. So I'm not going to retract my statement because that's how I truly feel. But I'm just going to try and make it more PG for the ones that have made it this far. This is your reward for me. No longer raging. This team is just extremely soft. This team broke and folded because we gave up a punt return for a touchdown. There's just something, and it's very frustrating for me because I heard execs, I heard everybody in the building on the beat talk about how prolific this offense was supposed to be, and this and that, and it's every single week this offense is a tick off. There's if you just go back and watch, bro, every single Carolina Panthers game this season, the losses specifically, there are like 3 or 4 plays offensively that we miss, whether it's because of Bryce or whether it's because our first-round pick doesn't know where to line up. I don't know if did you see that video that Dylan sent when this nigga T-Mac went inside and outside like 5 fucking times in a row pre-snap?
I've seen it happen a few times to where he looks confused. Like when he goes to line up, he's like continuing to point to the sideline.
And that should have happened.
Continue to point to the man beside him like, am I in the right place?
That's on coaching. No, it's not the fact that he doesn't watch film. That's on coaching. That's on coaching.
Those were his words.
Yeah, that was at fucking 18, 19 years old. There's a lot of shit that I was doing at 18, 19 years old that, God forbid it would ever come out.
Well, judging by his continued misalignment, I'd say that trend might have continued.
No, or that's on coaching. Or our coaches don't have guys prepared and ready to go. I lean towards that a little bit more.
I would agree.
We don't have guys ready to go, bro. So it's just very frustrating. It's hard for me, and I'm at this point already. What did we make it through? 2-15?
Yes.
I'm at a point already where I'm like my PTSD from 2-15 is kicking in. And honestly, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I personally don't know how long we can continue to do this podcast while we're receiving this product. Because it takes way too much work.
I just told Tavian I don't even see on the schedule who we can beat. Because based on what I seen yesterday, I'm under the belief you might not be able to beat New Orleans.
And to be honest, I've been thinking that since week 1. Unfortunately, I came in here and popped shit last week because we won, and that was phenomenal. It was an outstanding feeling. But I felt that week 1. Because, again, we watch film. I watch film. So I kind of know. New Orleans is tough. And if at the bare minimum, New Orleans does not have the talent that should be able to match up with you. But what I know for a fact is that New Orleans leader, Cam Jordan, their veteran presence, doesn't give a fuck about none of that. He doesn't give a fuck about none of that. And he's ready to crash something. See, that's the problem with this team. And I feel like I have to go on this rant, and I feel like I say this. I feel like a broken record. God, honest truth. Because I feel like I've had to have this conversation over the past 2 or 3 years. This team has no fucking killers on it. No killers. You have great players. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong. You have phenomenal players. Guys that really, really care about their job. I.e. a Derek Brown. I.e. a J.C. Horn. I.e. a Chuba Hubbard. Outside of that, it's hard. It's hard to find them.
It's like they don't have a pulse.
Yeah, because that shit is draining, bro. It's draining when you have niggas on the team, for one, that don't know what they're supposed to be doing because of coaching, and niggas that are just guessing, and niggas that just really just don't care.
Well, I mean a pulse in the sense of, like, just think back to when Cam was here. Cam was the heartbeat.
But if I say that, then I'm going to sound like a hater. Because I'm to a point now, and I don't know if anybody saw the drunken rant that I went on X after the game on Sunday. But yes, I was faded. I'm not going to lie. And I had a lot of shit to get off my chest. And one of the things that I said was, unfortunately, you cannot have 2 soft-ass leaders. You cannot have 2 soft-ass leaders. I'm under the belief that Dave Canales is soft as fuck. That's the point that I'm at right now. I've been knowing Bryce Young was soft. I've been knowing that nigga ain't had no killer in him. I've been knowing that. You can't have two soft leaders. And right now, that's what we have. Two niggas that's going to go in front of Dave Newton and Sheena and Vasti and Mike K and Alex and all of them. Oh, we just have to figure it out. You know, there's still hope. We're only 4 games into the season. Two niggas like that. What can Ward get up there and say? Man, we fucking suck, nigga. We fucking suck. We're ass. To be quite frank, we're ass. We fucking suck. And you need a nigga like that that's just going to tell it how it is, bro. You can't have two soft-ass leaders. You can't. I would challenge anybody to fucking show me in the NFL any successful franchise that has two soft-ass leaders. Nigga, I just seen fucking Liam Cohen about get ready to slide on fucking Robert Saleh when I know he would have got put 6 feet under. He ain't give a fuck. He told that nigga, bitch, nigga, keep my name out your goddamn mouth.
You wait. Hold on. Because Liam Cohen is soft as fuck for that. Because, one, he waited till he got past him. Because Robert Saleh was about to, he was about to check him. He waited, he walked all the way past him, wait until his 300-pound lineman got in front of him.
I don't give a fuck.
And then turned around and said,
I don't give a fuck.
And then Robert Saleh turned around and was about to approach him. And then now all of a sudden his coach is pulling him back.
Yeah, I don't care. Excuse me. I don't give a fuck.
Because we all know what Robert Saleh would have done with him. Put him right in.
Well, you want me to tell you why? You know what? At least I got a nigga on my side that's going to chat when he know he got help. Cool. I know you're not going to touch me with my niggas here. Cool. At the very least. Now, can you even fathom the idea of Dave Canales doing some shit like that? You tell me. Right? So I keep seeing it all throughout the league. Liam Cohen letting his dick drag on Saleh. Bitch, I clip you and you keep your motherfucking name out your... I don't care who's around. Keep my name out your mouth, nigga. And would he have killed him? Would he have buried him? Absolutely. He would have.
I'm just saying it would be more respectable
every time.
If he didn't go 10, 15 yards.
He ran by. He said, keep my name out your...
nigga,
keep my name out your mouth, nigga. Then he said out the side of his mouth, absolutely. But could you fathom?
He already ran 10 yards away. But
you couldn't fathom, right?
No. But when Robert Saleh was about to approach him.
I couldn't even see Dave saying that behind somebody.
Behind closed. Nigga, I couldn't see him saying it never.
Yeah,
I couldn't fathom seeing Bryce Young going on the podium and saying, "Man, we just fucking suck."
Whatever.
Pussy. Just tell me. I want us to just do. Let's just do a team building exercise. Tell me in the NFL right now where you have two soft ass leaders. You're not gonna find it with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. You're not gonna find it there because I will argue Josh Allen, even though they try and position him as this clean cut white boy. It ain't that. It ain't that. That's by players' accounts. Fuck JJ. That's what the players say.
Cracker got an AR.
I mean, you're not gonna find it in Baltimore because I'm under the belief that both of them will kill you. Even though John Harbaugh ain't shit, he's 70, 80 years old, however old that nigga is, it ain't sweet over there. It ain't sweet over there. You tell me where.
Miami.
Yeah, unfortunately. And to be honest, they don't have success. They're winless. At this point right now, we're recording. They're currently playing. They're up, 10-0? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, they're up 10-0 right now, so maybe they'll have one win. But they're not successful. They're not the beacon in which I'm judging my organization off of, unfortunately. And honestly, as many jokes as we make about Tua up here, the fact that nigga is still tying that shit up after he done died 4 or 5 times on the field, I will argue he's not wrapped tight neither. You ain't gonna keep hitting me and knocking me out on national TV, and I keep goddamn it rolling back out there.
Yeah, but that's the CT. That ain't really him for real.
Well, I don't give a fuck what it is.
He having the outer body.
Well, he's there now. He's there now. You're just not, bro. Long story short, you're just not gonna find it, bro. You're just not gonna find it. You're just not gonna find. Even if you want to go to Philly. Right, I would say that Jalen Hurts is a nice guy. He ain't really no killer for real. But that motherfucker that be on, what is it, Sirianni?
He'd be tweaked.
Oh, he's a prick. Yeah, he's a prick. He's a prick, but his guys going to ride behind him.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah. And you know why you hate him? Because they're successful, and he's a prick. Exactly. Because he has an edge to him. And he feels like any building in America that he goes into, they're coming in there to make a fucking statement. You have nobody in that locker room right now that inspires that response from this organization and from this team. And I'll argue, and I've seen a lot of y'all motherfuckers. Part of the reason why I come in here so tweaked out, and when I get to sweating and shit and I look all disheveled, is because a lot of y'all on X, bro. A lot of y'all on X, you had somebody in the building that inspired that response from your team. He's going to shake his head. He's going to shake his head and get to doing all of that shit. You had Steve Wilkes right in front of you, and that wasn't good enough.
Why am I being the one to shake my head?
I don't know. I just had a feeling coming off of your body pause. I just felt like that was going to be the response that I got from you. But you had somebody in the building like that. You did.
We never agreed that they should have fired Steve Wilkes.
Oh, well, you did. It's just very frustrating, bro. Like, there's not really much analysis to be had today because y'all watch the same. I mean, I wish we were doing it live so they could tell us what they'd like us to talk about. It's not much to talk about.
It took so much for me not to turn it off. The only reason I didn't turn it off because I knew that we had to record.
They got knocked off the big screen. Me and Yak were watching. They got knocked off.
Bro, I was begging the damn station that was broadcasting the game to change it. I was like, please. Please switch it.
That shit was just so.
And by the way, Atlanta won the other day, so now they're above you in the division. The New Orleans Saints, I would just say that I'm assuming and I'm sure that they're just beaming with confidence after just competing with Buffalo, right?
They're giving me early Dan Campbell vibes.
Yeah, 1,000%. Tampa Bay, even though they lost in Philly, they really, or at home to Philly, they really shouldn't have lost the game. If I'm just being quite honest, they shouldn't have lost, but nevertheless, they lost. Cool. So you had an opportunity. If you're the Carolina Panthers and just looking at this thing holistically, you had an opportunity. The window is open. We talked about in the beginning of the season and during the offseason ad nauseum, we talked about the first 4 games was going to set the standard for how you go the rest of the season and what what you were going to be able to do. That was going to set your ceiling. And in those first 4 games, you go 1-3. I think that the floor that I continued to come on here and say was 2-2, right? It's over with. And that's why I'm just going to be 100% honest and transparent with you guys. If y'all get to seeing more live streams and us not doing the full production, just know it's because if that is the effort that we're going to get from this team, unfortunately, I just do not have it in me to continue to watch this product and continue to talk about it ad nauseum and continue to do the studying that we do and the preparation that we have to do and just everything that comes with it. I personally I just don't have it in me. I literally made a call earlier. We had a meeting on Saturday morning about a merch capsule that we were going to fucking release, around week 7, week 8. And I made a call this morning, Monday morning, and said, pause fucking everything. Pause everything. Because I just can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. I'm under the same belief as Terrence. If you look at the schedule now, after the team, because, right, I seen a completely different team 2 weeks ago, and then you see the team that was rolled out against New England on Sunday. You look at the schedule, I would challenge you guys to point out to me 3 wins. Three more wins on top of what you already have right now. And I say 3 because I'm assuming and I'm donating you 2 against the New Orleans Saints.
You shouldn't even really be doing that.
And I'm just doing that because I would love to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's frustrating as hell, bro. It is. Something that's very confusing to me, I guess, is we'll talk about a couple of the smaller things, or we'll just talk about some of the problems. I'm personally very confused on, is Brady Christensen just absolute dog shit? Dave Canales? Because I don't understand why I have to see a nigga get elevated off the practice squad 3 days before kickoff, and he's in before Brady Christensen, a nigga that you just re-signed this offseason. A utility guy that can play 1 through 5 on the offensive line. Very confusing. And then I had to hear today, Brady Christensen will more than likely start on Sunday. Well, what in the fuck prevented him from coming in the game when Zavala went down? Another thing, just because I brought up his name, he's soft as shit as well. Chandler Zavala.
He stays getting hurt.
Yeah, he's soft as hell. And he has really no benefit.
And honestly, DJ Wanham, he can't stay healthy either.
DJ Wanham can't stay healthy. We'll speak about another DJ. DJ Johnson, the tag that we put on that nigga last year.
Yeah, I don't know why you tried to even come at the beginning of the season and tried to. Oh, I'm so excited to see DJ Johnson.
I never said that I was excited to say DJ Johnson.
I think he can turn it around. Like, I really think this is going to be his year. Well, man, he's fucking sorry.
Well, you know what? If I said that, then I completely take it all back. He's dog shit.
I mean, every time he's selling out for the run, just getting so deep in the backfield, and they just running by him. I mean, consecutive plays. Patient level is at Oregon, but I just find it hard to believe that that's just not something that is easily picked up on. But, I mean, every time it got ran to his side, big gain because he just continues to crash down and sell out for the run. But he's supposed to be the best edge setter in the room. That's what they said, right?
He's shit.
One time he set an edge and they ran right around it.
Oh.
I mean, that shit was embarrassing.
I believe one time when Drake May ran a bootleg, he set it and they just dumped it right over top of him. You know, he has the inability to make plays. I'll just say it like that, right? You know, and shout out Shaw Smith-Wade. No effort on the tackle. Niggas not willing to put their body on the line. We want to try and punch the ball out on a fucking nigga that's 270, 280. You know, shout out to Shaw Smith-Wade.
Want to talk about Bryce only having a good couple games? We came on here sucking Shaw off last week.
Hey, he's trying to rage bait.
But hey,
he's trying to rage bait because he's trying to compare a fucking 5th round cornerback to the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's what he's attempting to do right now.
Didn't prevent you from sucking him off any harder.
That's what he's trying to rage bait me. That's how it feels. So I'm just expressing to you my feelings. That's what they tell me that I should do. Learn on working and speaking your truth, right? This motherfucker is trying to rage bait me because he just compared Shaw Smith-Wade to Bryce Young in the importance level, being not even remotely close to identical. What he's trying to do.
It's just a comment.
What else? Let's just go look at some shit. Let's just go look at some shit together as a class. Bryce Young, 18 of 30, 150 measly ass yards, 1 touchdown, a quarterback rating of 43.6. That's per ESPN. Round of applause. You want to give him a round of applause, or that's not? What would you like to do? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, gargle it some more. Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries, 49 yards, 4.9 yards a carry. Trevor Etienne. Why I have to see Trevor Etienne out-touch Rico Dowdle? Baffling to me. Trevor Etienne, 7 carries, 33 yards. Rico Dowdle, 6 carries, or excuse me.
Rico had 9.
9 carries, 32 yards. So I apologize. That was wrong. But it's just too damn it close. It's just too damn it close for comfort.
Looks like he was more productive with his carries.
I mean, he got him at the end of the game when Andy Dalton came in.
Tedero McMillan, 4 catches, 62 yards. I'm here to tell y'all right now, everybody had everything to say about Xavier Legette and his drops and this and that. Do you have any comment to make?
Yeah, I mean, I've already said it last week. I came on here and said the same thing. He drops too many open passes as well. Like, the ones that Bryce does get to him, which is few far in between, he needs to be able to catch them. Like, there's way too many drop passes on his end. It's getting sickening because I already have to see it from Excel. So that's what makes it even worse. That, you know, Jalen Coker seems like the most consistent receiver in the room as far as catching-wise, but he can't stay on the field. So it's just nasty all the way around. But he needs to get that shit in order. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. But the games that I have seen him play has been better than any game I've seen Excel in over his span of 2 years. So,
okay. You didn't. I mean, that was soft, but all right.
What about it?
I
address this drop
hold
problem.
him to the same standard that you hold Excel.
I did.
He's a first round pick.
Excel
continues
is sorry.
to drop fucking passes in moments that could potentially change the game.
Like
last
what?
week, like the tunnel screen last week, where he should have went for fucking 65 yard touchdown.
It didn't change the.
Oh, okay, you're right.
They won 30-0.
You're right. Cool. So it has Tedero McMillan's drops has nothing to do with this team's inability to move the ball offensively. That's what my co-host is telling me.
No, that's not. No,
that's how I heard it. That's just how it translates in my head when niggas get the cop and please.
The same shit you were about to say about DJ Johnson, maybe that applies to you too then, if that's the way it registers in your brain. So, I mean, maybe y'all got the same education. I don't know.
Long story short, like the Carolina Panthers pretty much offensively outplayed and outproduced the New England Patriots. Listen, and this is why it's very hard for me when we talk about play calling and stuff like that. It's very hard for me to get up here and start slandering Dave Canales' name because there's just no way that he looks like God himself. Back-to-back weeks, and then we get to the 40-yard line, and we have the inability to move the football. It's very puzzling to me. I, for the life of me, cannot understand, like my co-host mentioned earlier, I, for the life of me, cannot understand why we're 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12 on the opposite side of the 50-yard line in enemy territory, and we decide to run a draw play. I like, God, honest truth, it's one of the most puzzling things I've ever seen in my life. On 3rd and 10. But you know what that indicates to me? And this is a deeper, darker conversation. We probably won't have it this week because I just can't spend much time thinking about this shit because my head has been throbbing since probably about 1:45 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. It hasn't fucking stopped. I woke up this morning with a fucking stomach ache because of how intense my headache was. Legitimately. Like, and niggas think that niggas think that it's a game and that it's funny. But, like, you know.
You didn't eat no bad food?
No, I didn't eat any bad food at all.
Did you even eat?
No. I didn't. And it's hard to believe because of my size, but that's just the way this shit does me.
That's why it's not hard to believe. I believe that. Knowing you, I believe that.
Exactly.
You remember that conversation that we had when I told you I was at the ABC store and I was getting me a bottle of bourbon, and I was like, you know, this shit can either go a couple of ways.
Yeah. Like,
either, you know, I can just drink a little bit on some chill shit, or I can fucking down the whole bottle. I just challenge you to see where that bottle is now.
I'm assuming that it's no longer with us.
It's no longer with us.
Yeah, because that's what they. I'm
just
gonna
for context.
I
had 2 cups of this, like 2 very small cups of this massive bottle.
Yeah, well, after the beating we endured on Saturday, and then him having to sit through what he had to sit through on Sunday, I understand. I'm gonna sue at some point in my life when not even God forbid, because the way this shit is going and trending. It's going to happen. There's going to be one day, unfortunately, that I just lose my fucking brain because I have to endure this every single season. And I'm going to sue the Carolina Panthers for everything that I feel as though I'm owed. Because the way that my mood is just like from January, matter of fact, not even January, because I'm still depressed damn near around that time because of my team just being fucking shit. And not playing meaningful football at that time in the year. So from February all the way until fucking August, September, I'm the happiest guy you'll ever fucking meet. And then literally in real life, I just become more and more and more and more of a dick. And just damn near like unable to complete fucking small tasks because of what this team does to me. I'm convinced that if you guys ever see me without my hat on, and I don't have a haircut, I'm convinced that shit possibly contributes to that as well. The Carolina Panthers possibly contribute to that as well. The hair loss, the fucking like sickness that I endure throughout this time period, the mental health issues that I have during football season. The Carolina Panthers literally turn a game that I absolutely love and endure and make it one of the most difficult times of my life. Every fucking season over the past decade. That's what they've done to me. So, you know, that's where I'm at. But guess what? Every single week we work harder and harder to try and produce the best content and come up with new ideas and new fresh, you know. If y'all cancel us this week for some of the things that I said, I personally don't really give a fuck because it'll be a burden off my plate. Honestly. So, that's the point that I'm at. There's no hope. I really, like, God, honest truth, after what I saw on Sunday, I don't know where you go from here. The Carolina, and I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to take this very, very seriously. Everything else that I just said the last 5 minutes, take it with a grain of salt. Some of it is exaggerated. Some of it legitimately isn't. Just in complete transparency. But the Carolina Panthers are probably, I'd say, if the Carolina Panthers can't accumulate 4 to 5 wins this season, 4 to 5 wins more than they already have right now, so that puts you at 5 or 6 wins total on the year, we're on the brink of another reset. I just want Panther Nation to be very, very clear on that. So anytime we get up here talking, right, and it just sounds like I'm slandering this guy or slandering that understand, because I fully grasp the concept that we are legitimately 12 to 13 losses away from us having to go through this full process all over again. And $150+ million that you spent in the O-line room is null and void. The 2 first-round draft picks that you went and got for wide receiver, null and void, right? Your cock leaking pre-cum behind a nigga that was unproven in the NFL and Dave Canales, null and void. So I want everybody just to be very, very clear on that. And you can be a Bryce Young truther. You can think Dave Canales is the best coach in the history of the NFL. I'm just trying to tell something to you guys and be very, very direct about it. That this is very, very dangerous. And you know what's funny? I called this shit all the way back when Matt Rule was the coach. When FPFO was nothing but JJ and a mic stand with a green blanket as the backdrop. I told niggas that if shit didn't get fixed and fixed quickly, that this Matt Rule era was going to be felt for the next 6 to 7 years. I said that. And if you guys would like, I'll pull up the clip and post it on all of our social media channels. I said that verbatim. And we're right back in that spot again. If Dave Canales and Bryce Young cannot get on the same page, and what I was going to say earlier when I was talking about those draw plays on 3rd down in enemy territory, right? That just shows a lack of trust in your quarterback. That's all that is to me. That's all that is to me. A lack of trust with your quarterback. A lack of trust for him to be competent enough to complete a 3rd down.
Well, what I was telling Tavian, because he was saying the same thing, I was like, well, even if you're in Dave Canales' shoes, like you won, 6 ball games or last year was his first year as head coach?
Yeah, 6 ball games.
Yeah, you won 6 ball games. So at that point, I'm like, I know a short fuse that Dave Tepper has. We've seen it since he's taken over the team. So in that case, I'm putting it all in Bryce's hands. Cool, I'm going to throw a pass. If you go out there and fuck it off, it ain't going to be on me.
Well, the problem with that is the unfortunate circumstance with that is, and we kind of hinted at this conversation last week, and we didn't dive fully in it. And again, today, I'm not going to dive fully into it. But the problem with that is, I'm telling y'all, if shit doesn't turn around, somebody will be gone this year.
Oh, for sure.
And to be honest, the path that we're on right now, I don't even know if Dave Canales will be able to make it through the season.
Well, players get coaches fired. So, and when you see an organization, it's way easier to get rid of a coach than it is a player typically.
And if that's the case, I just pray to God Dave Tepper makes the right decision this time. No more first-year guys. No more guys that we are offensive gurus that are only proven for 1 season, allegedly. No more quarterback fixers. No more none of that shit. Give me a nigga like a Dan Campbell or a fucking Brian Flores. Somebody that I know my niggas will be ready on Sunday to die behind. That's the problem with this team. Like, God, honest truth, there's nobody on this team that is willing to kill or die behind this shit. And I mean that literally, in every sense of the word. If y'all just go back, and this is why it's very frustrating as well, bro, because we watch so much fucking football. We watch so much football. If you guys just go back and look at the first, matter of fact, just go watch the full game of Dallas versus Green Bay. And I hate always bringing Dallas up. But if you just go look at that and just see how niggas are fucking absolutely sliding on both sides, for Dallas, for Green, niggas are coming with malicious intent. And whatever happens to your health, I personally do not give a fuck. And that's when I say we don't have anybody on this team that's built like that. Nobody with screws missing. Nobody with screws missing. Everybody is just, maybe we need to go get a fucking felon.
Nah, they got some screws missing, just not the right screws.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sure. But I'm just telling y'all that there's nobody on because it's just every week. And I just highlight the Green Bay and Dallas game because I was still sick in that 4:00 window. So I think I was watching Indianapolis, and whoever they played, LA. Yeah, I think I was watching that, but I was just so busy scrolling Twitter just to try and get a feel for what the fan base was feeling. That Green Bay and Dallas game, impeccable. And to be honest, again, you don't even have to go that far. You can damn near turn on any other NFL game in the league, and there's a couple of players that you can highlight on any NFL roster that's willing to kill and or die behind this shit. And I would challenge the Panther Nation to just point me out 5 of those guys for the Carolina Panthers. Matter of fact, you don't even got to go to 5. Just point me out 3. Because I say what I say about Chuba and them, and that shit is cool. I just don't know if Chuba Hubbard is willing to kill or die behind this shit. I don't. I know for a fact my franchise quarterback ain't. He was ready to blow his brains out behind a bitch last year. No, he doesn't have to mark shit. We're just having a guy. Yeah, no, we don't. You don't have to mark. I'm just telling. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me I'm wrong, or y'all tell me, JJ, you could have found a better way to say that shit. But we're just having an honest conversation.
JJ, you could have found a better way to say that shit.
Okay, so how would you guys like me to say it? Bryce Young was ready to end his NFL career and maybe potentially his fucking life behind a thought bitch last year. Is that better? Because I don't see a fucking lie in what I'm telling. Right?
No, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. You're right. Let's just move on. Let's go look at PFF grades. This is something else that will have my hair falling out for the next 2 years. Starting inside linebackers, both of them, just absolute dog shit. But I'm going to pull up the grades, and I'm only going to highlight the niggas that I want to highlight, i.e. Trevin Wallace, a 30. Christian Roseboom, let's see, a 28.5. Overall PFF grades, by the way, I'm just reading off of the list. Y'all can find this anywhere in the world. If you don't have access to PFF, DM the Twitter page. Dylan will get you his login information. Very fucking simple. You can find it anywhere. Let's see who else play like dog shit. Oh, DJ Johnson, 39.9 overall PFF grade. And again, disclaimer, PFF is not the Bible, but it's a damn good marking point or
a baseline.
Yes, thank you. Great baseline. Let's see who else played like dog shit. Let's see. Offensively, my leader, my franchise quarterback, Captain. One measly ass spot above Chandler Zavala out of 20 graded players offensively with a 53.7. And what was Chandler Zavala's grade? You might add a 47.5.
Tyreek just broke his shit.
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. That's perfect.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He just got quartered off. Ooh, it looked like his shit snapped. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, but no, that's perfect.
That shit looked
Round
bad.
of applause, please.
Jalen Waddle.
Actually, no. That's too far. That's too far. But unfortunately, with this secondary and this defense, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's better for our chances next week. Better that Terrence has to pay me money.
And it's better that I just lost Malik Neighbors and I gained Jalen Waddle. Well, the universe works in funny ways.
Zoom in. Oh, yeah. GG's. Yeah, I mean, there's not. We're not going to draw this out, bro. We're not going to draw this out. If you want more deep analysis and shit outside of just opinion-based content or whatever the case may be, go watch Dunk. Go watch Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But we're just here. We're strictly here in this fan base. Yes, sometimes we're going to give stats. And yes, sometimes we're going to give analysis. Sometimes we're going to do all of that great shit that makes y'all's dick hard. And then more times than not, we're just going to come up here and just tell y'all what it is. I would challenge you guys to reassess your internal being if you've disagreed with anything that we've said up to this point, because there's something off with you. It's not us. Or is that egotistical a bit?
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe.
Just a tad.
Well, maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm just telling y'all the facts. The fact of the matter is this team every single week kind of enwrapping this portion because we don't need to go through any more stats. We don't need to do anything. Kind of just enwrapping this portion. The fact of the matter is, like I said about 10 or 15 minutes ago, the Carolina Panthers are in a very, very, very dangerous position in which there seems to be no leadership, in which there are significant, no matter how you feel, there are significant questions about their franchise quarterback, right? And again, like I know a lot of the things that we've said have been extreme and exaggerated, but we're just having an honest conversation right now. Significant questions about your franchise quarterback, right? 2 linebackers that are god-awful. I mean, just an atrocity, an abomination to the game of football. Them coupled with DJ Johnson are going to be the sole reason why Ejiro Evero will not have a job at the end of the season.
He's
God honest truth.
He's the reason.
God honest truth.
He's the reason.
No, it's not. No, yeah, you're sure.
Oh my God, Darren Waller again. This is insane.
And he's partying with them in the front. Yeah. They said that he had a big role in the summer and then he got fucked off somehow.
That's because he don't be focused, bro.
No, he doesn't.
That's the definition of a fuck off.
I would agree. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say.
Are we close to his song to Kelsey Plum today?
No, absolutely not. We're not close. We're not playing any music today.
None at all.
None at all. Wow. Not for Juice. Not for none of that shit. I just don't have time. I don't have time to pull it up. I don't have time to do anything extra. That's just the way my mood is. I rode up here. I had 2 phone calls. In totality, they probably lasted about 42 and a half minutes. And the rest, I was chewing my neuro gum, riding in silence. You know.
That's all that car sounded.
How much time? What are we at right now?
Almost an hour in.
So we have time.
This shit was backwards like that?
Yeah. Let's go. Matter of fact, let's do Juice. Let's do Juice. And I guess that I'll play the fucking music. I mean,
do we get 2 minutes?
You can have 2 minutes if you like. Absolutely. I don't have 2 minutes to talk about shit.
I do have a little rant.
Okay. Okay. No, that's Terrence. Okay. Plus 787 for Dylan. LA Rams minus 5.5. Eagles minus 3.5. New York Giants money line and Buffalo Bills money line. That's plus 787. For me, Dallas Cowboys money line against the New York Jets. Indianapolis Colts against the Las Vegas Raiders. New York Giants to cover plus 1.5 against the Saints. And the Detroit Lions to cover minus 8.5 against the Cincinnati Bengals. That is a plus 693. So you can get that at some good juice there for that 4-leg. And just for the scoreboard, very briefly, Terrence has 3 wins, Tavian has 3 wins, Dylan has 2 wins, and JJ has 2 wins. So everybody's on the board. Still a very, very tight race. And yeah, I don't know. Whoever wants to go next, just go.
I'll go. Very simple, very easy. Minnesota Vikings against the Cleveland Browns. Damn, that's going to be another 9:30 game on Sunday. Indianapolis Colts versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Dallas versus the New York Jets. And the Chargers versus the Washington Commanders. Plus 472. 4-leg. Very easy.
Pussy.
Not too bad.
Winning.
All right, I have very simple ticket, very easy. I've got the Los Angeles Rams money line versus the San Francisco 49ers. I've got the Dallas Cowboys money line versus the New York Jets, and I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line versus the Seattle Seahawks. That is a plus 483. Now listen up. I'm going to give y'all a special bonus bet here. If you want to take that ticket and juice it to the fucking moon, you can get a plus 1 plus 1,147 if you add the Boston Red Sox money line to that in their game on Tuesday. Tonight, when y'all hear that versus the New York Yankees, go ahead and nuke it. Red Sox to the moon.
Be careful, bitch. Be careful. Be very, very careful and mindful with doing some shit like that. Because we're playing the best baseball in the whole fucking association right now.
Yeah, tell that shit to somebody who gives a fuck, nigga. Okay. We don't give a fuck about that shit in Boston.
Cool, perfect. I would have it no other way. Let's do this. This should be fun. Anytime y'all hear something that y'all would like me to pause, you just damn it say it. Because I mean, I'm dying to do this today.
What are we pausing for?
No, don't. Well, whenever you just hear some stupid shit.
Oh, for Canales. That's what we're about to listen to. Okay.
Whichever one. Whenever you hear stupid shit or incompetence, you just tell me to pause, add your commentary, and we'll move on. Because there's some clips that I've seen that have been circulating around. Now, I will say I have not watched this full presser yet. It's 9 minutes long. 11 minutes long. We'll put it in 1/2 speed to speed this shit up. But whenever y'all feel it, just let me know, and I'll stop it. Let's start.
Just got a chance to go through the film a couple of times, meeting with the staff today.
Oh, that's for today. Sorry, that's Monday. I want to hear directly after the game. I don't care about what he had to say on Monday, unfortunately.
He went through the film.
Actually, should we just do today's? Let's do today's.
Just got a chance to go through the film a couple of times, meeting with the staff today. We're looking at just the first 4 games, and then, in particular, the last game, spending time there, looking at the execution, really in all phases. We're out-executed by the Patriots. Got to give them a lot of credit for executing a great game plan. While we didn't turn the ball
over. Get off your fucking already. Get off your knees. I'm tired of the nice guy shit. The Patriots shouldn't even be mentioned. You gave them credit already yesterday. Just move on. Just saw and yes, I'm gonna have this shit under a microscope. Everything that he said that I don't like, I'm stopping it.
Pretty good amount of explosives. Certainly the punt return for a touchdown, the second big punt, where they won the field position battle there, and then gave up some explosive plays defensively, and then offensively, we fizzled out. We got into the fringe, into the high red zone area, and 6 or 7 plays, miscues, sacks, missed protections and blocks, penalties, and those things really kept us from playing this game more balanced, where we can go possession by possession there. So we're looking at all that, and we're taking a good snapshot of these first 4 games to see where we're at schematically and from a personnel standpoint, so we can go forward and get back to work.
We're going to start with Mike Kay, followed by Jeff Hawkins.
Hey, Dave. Good morning. Oh, I guess it's the afternoon already.
Hey.
Do you guys plan to make any adjustments roster-wise or operationally coming out of these meetings?
We're looking at all that. We're trying to figure out, to make decisions on who can help the team right now. So that's kind of the spirit of the day is to dive into those things and see if there's a way that we can
actually,
help our team.
When you look at the wide receiver group, obviously T-Mac's off to a really nice start, but beyond him, you have 2 plays of over 20 yards or more at that wide receiver position. Your wide receiver group's averaging roughly 7 yards per catch. How can you open up the offense for the rest of the group, or is that even possible?
An atrocity. There was at one point in the game on Sunday that I think that maybe in the 3rd quarter or late in the 2nd, it was the 3rd completed pass to a wide receiver from Bryce Young. 3rd completed pass, and we're a quarter and a half, 2.5 quarters into the game, by the way.
Given the offensive line struggles.
It's something that we're looking at to try to create some more explosives and try to get that yards per up there right now. Just looking at the combination of guys that we use, the style of passes that we use, we're evaluating all that right now.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. It's Jeff Hawkins.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, on Hunter Henry's touchdown pass down the sideline, Smith Wade attempted a punch out instead of attempting a tackle or simply pushing out of bounds. J.C. Horn appeared to turn and yell something after. What kind of teaching moment is that for a young player?
Yeah, we teach first guy in's got to make the tackle. Second guy, look to punch that ball out. Make sure we secure the tackler first before we go making attempts at the ball right there. So I'd love to see him, put his shoulder on him, a right shoulder tackle right there, knock him out of bounds, and we'll keep playing football.
So Shaw Smith needs to fuck off. He don't take coaching serious.
Yeah, more or less. He just does what he wants.
Okay, cool.
He just does what he wants. Also, Nick Scott is embarrassing.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He's embarrassing. I tried to give him credit on the live stream on Friday. Embarrassing. Sad. I mean, that dead leg was not that damn tough for you to end up with your ass tooted up in the air and reaching your leg back and tripping a nigga. It just wasn't that. It wasn't that crazy.
God. That literally, that was the breaking point for me.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I mean, it was just pathetic.
Because he did it because he can't break down and tackle.
Correct.
He's scared.
Correct, yeah.
He was scared.
Yeah,
Who hit him with that shit?
Again, another nigga that's not willing.
Henderson?
Yeah. Another nigga that's not ready to die behind the shit. Because he can't tackle. He's not willing to sacrifice his body and potentially getting his face mask ran through and put in the turf. His ego won't allow him to break down and tackle properly.
This is something that I kind of like. I understand guys. I really don't understand guys that can't tackle. But, like, I get it. It's the NFL, bro. It's hard. Like, some of these guys are hard to bring down. But listen, at the very least, what enrages me like nothing else is when I see a guy and you can't even be a fucking speed bump. Like, you can't even hit them enough to slow them down.
Pathetic.
Or, like, you just can't throw your... Like, if you're not going to tackle them, at least slow them down so somebody else can come do the job.
Sad, bro. It's sad.
Gotta go with Daryl, followed by David Newton.
Oh, hell. Shout out,
All right,
big
we're
bro.
gonna go with David Newton, followed by Joe Person.
And, hi, Coach. In the first quarter yesterday, you guys were up 6-0. You had the ball. You were across midfield in Patriots territory on a third down play, and you called a running play. And that didn't work out. And obviously the next play happened to be the punt return, which kind of seemed to change the whole game around with the touchdown. What were your thoughts when you were calling the running play on that third down there? What were you looking for?
Yeah, I thought we had an advantage in some of the fronts that we were getting. And, thought we'd had a clean look right there to try to steal some yards, potentially get us into a 4-down situation where we can keep the drive going and try to get a touchdown out of it. So we were kind of in that zone right there. The run did not work out. They stopped us right there, so we were forced to punt.
Obviously.
Was the initial thought
why would you even,
going like
if you're trying to get in a situation to where you can get a 4th down situation, why are we not passing? What was it, like 3rd and...
It was 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
It was 3rd and 10. And I have a bright suggestion. You remember that stupid-ass 5 or 6 yard slant concept that we ran in Arizona with 2 minutes left on the clock?
Yeah.
When everybody just lost their tops about it? Why not try that concept? We don't trust them enough to do that. If we can't trust them enough to run that concept properly, then we're fucked. Worse than Tyreek. He's getting wheelchaired out of the stadium right now.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
Damn.
It's unfortunate. I was looking forward to seeing him next week, to be quite frank.
I don't think you were.
No, I was.
Our bet off.
Absolutely.
Field goal, though?
Both. You could accomplish either thing in that situation, and we thought we had an advantage. It didn't work out.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dave, you mentioned y'all looking at things schematically. Are you sold on the 3-4? I mean, it's been almost a couple years with you, and it's been 3 years here, and it's really not.
I really wish that concept would die too. Like, yes, the base defense is a 3-4, but we run it so like rare that it just doesn't even, it's not impacting what's happening. What's wrong with the defense when we see shit performances like on Sunday? It's just the inability to sell out to make plays. And niggas just not knowing where they're supposed to be. Niggas being specifically Trevin Wallace and Christian Roseboom, and then that has to be part. I'm sorry. It should tell you. But our edge rusher that, anytime he sees a ball fake, he's just gone to hell.
In the last few years, is there anything your personnel that fit that, or you need to make some changes there? You feel like the defense looked like it was kind of off.
Like our system, I think it comes down to execution. I believe that we just need to figure out how to put our best 11 guys on the field and ask them to execute.
And this is the ad that comes up, this music.
And also the lack of depth, is that being revealed a little bit because you have to move guys from special teams to play on defense and offense so that weakens that part of the ball? How is that impacting the whole team right now?
We're asking all the guys that we called up to be ready to perform and execute. We're asking them to take to the coaching, to get out there, and we're trusting them for these opportunities to show us how they can help the team. And guys are getting those opportunities, and we're being able to evaluate the guys based on how they can help us or not.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Joe Person, followed by Bash Tide.
What the fuck even was that answer?
Dave,
I mean, just a whole bunch of nothing.
Better.
That's what
historically his best
like
games have been when he's had 18 or more carries. You seem rather committed to sharing these carries in the backfield reps. Why is that?
Yeah, I just believe that with the players that we have in the backfield, if we can sustain drives, if we can, play these games that way, then we have a full speed runner, a violent runner every time. I was proud of the way that the group ran the ball yesterday in terms of the effort and the way that we finished the game. Obviously not in the right, situation that we want to be in, but to be able to continue to run violently with great energy when we have guys that can affect the game that way, that's what we want to do.
So Chuba's calf injury did not play into the reps yesterday.
No, it did not. It was a factor in our minds, but in my mind, I wanted Chuba to just continue to go out there and play and give us everything he had.
And then, Dave, where are things with Coker and Leggett this week?
Yeah, they're progressing. We'll gather more information. Xavier had a good day today, but again, we're going to have to take that, Xavier really day to day and still week to week with Coker to see where we're at as we challenge him with more of a load that simulates what a game might be, because the first step is to get the player healthy. The second step is to make sure that he's got the endurance and the resilience to be able to handle significant reps.
Weeks. Hi, Dave. I know that Mike asked you about personnel changes when it comes to players, but have you thought about making any changes with any of the coaches? And then what's your philosophy around mid-season coaching changes or coaching shakeups?
We're still gathering information right now about who we are, who we can play with, and what schemes are working for us. And as we continue to build off of those, right now, just sticking to the core concepts of what we're doing. So I don't anticipate any changes.
Would you say this team has an identity? And if so, what is that?
I can say that this team has an identity to play hard with great effort and physicality. That continues to show up. We need to become a team that executes consistently, that carries off what I thought were 2 really good weeks of practice. One led to a great game.
You have something to add?
About what I just seen?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't learn, bro. I don't get him.
He doesn't.
I don't get him, bro. He literally almost got himself killed again. We're talking about Tua, by the way. And I'm sure y'all will see it circulating on the internet because he thankfully didn't go out just now. But, I mean, at his point, I don't even know why I run the ball.
Yeah, that shit is terrible. I'm not going to lie.
A really poor performance.
Again, that was like the question about identity,
And so as the head coach, I'm the common denominator. I have to make sure we're in a great headspace so that the guys can be focused and execute consistently.
We have time for a couple more. We're going to go with Julian Council, followed by Dennis Cox.
Yeah, hey Dave, how are you doing?
Hey, Julian.
Hey, just looking at your return game yesterday, I know David Moore went out there on that first play. How did that impact you guys with the rest of the game? I saw with obviously Trevor getting a return there on the punt return, also Hunter Henry, and how might that impact you moving forward with him being week to week with that elbow?
Yeah, we've been giving David Moore, Hunter Renfrow as the backup for Demo in some of those logo punt situations, kind of middle of the field with the potential backed up scenario. And so this is an area where, Trevor caught that ball inside the 10-yard line. We'd love for him to locate where he's at, and let that ball bounce, see if it goes in for a touchback. If they pin us.
Trevor Etienne does not need to be on punt return ever again in life. He can't do the job. Right.
The last one he called, he looked like he about dropped it.
If somebody shows you that they have the inability to do a job time and time and time again, it's just the exact definition of insanity to continue to roll the nigga out. I damn near don't care who you put back there, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. At this point, I'm fine with you putting fucking Nick Scott or somebody like that back there.
No, I'm not.
To go field it. Because Trevor Etienne can't do the job. So I don't really care what kind of injuries we have that prohibit us from doing what we had scheduled. I know that I never want to see Trevor Etienne returning punts ever again.
Play it from there. So an area of growth for Trevor for sure.
Nice. Coach, in each of the first 4 games of the season, whether it's been at the end of the first half or end of the game, you guys have had opportunities to get points in a 2-minute drill, but haven't come away with any points in those situations. What have you seen from the 2-minute offense that has not gotten you into the position where you guys can score?
Yeah, I think just time on task, trust, execution, guys being where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. Bryce will come up here and be the first one to tell you he'd love to have a couple of those throws back, some near misses. We got to be able to hit those when we have those opportunities. But these are plays that we know. These are plays that I expect will execute in the future.
Thanks.
Yep.
We're going to finish with Mike Kay and then followed by Joe Person.
Dave, after each loss, you've brought up the failure of execution. You don't plan to make any coaching changes. What is the steps for accountability when you see a guy struggling or maybe out of position or missing a run fit consistently or doing something like dropping passes or making mistakes? How do you hold a player accountable in general when you see that happening?
We address it. We tell the truth about it. We talk about it as a team. It's addressed in their position groups. And then eventually, if someone's not performing, then we have to make the decision on who we play and who gets to go out there. And ultimately, that's what matters. It's about playing time. And so as we continue to gather information, we have to make those tough decisions at times.
Dave, given what you said that Coker's still week to week, and obviously these 2 other injuries at wideout, A, is Dan going to bring in some guys to work out? And then B, does this expedite Jimmy Horn's development or his playing time?
Yeah, we'll get to see Jimmy Horn. He's got a great opportunity. We're excited about it. Want to make sure that he's able to go out there and give us significant reps, and we'll carve out a role because there's certainly things that he can bring to our offense.
We get to see Jimmy Horn because there's no other options, by the way. So
shout out J5.
With his speed and ability to carry the ball and make yards. So I'm excited for Jimmy to get this opportunity this week.
And will Brady Christensen be starting going forward at guard, or is that dependent on Chandler's status?
That's the plan right now, but again, we have to work through the whole report to see where we're at, and Brady gives us options at both places.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much for your time today.
All right, thank you.
That's a whole bunch of nothing, bro. Transparently.
Sure, Coach.
Gathering more gathering information. You know, nothing serious. Just humdum. You know, just going through the motions.
Got to talk to the team.
Nothing serious. Got to talk to the team. Well, yeah, we're perfectly fine with our coaching staff the way it is. Little does he know he's on the hot seat, because I know y'all seen Dave Tepper walking around the stadium on Sunday looking like an angry elf. It's about curtains for that nigga Dave Canales. I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know right now. So, cool. Keep gathering that information, fuck nigga. And you'll see where that lands you. Ask the 3 previous coaches before you, nigga. Anything to say in rapping? I don't even want to do most impressed or disappointed. I mean, the whole fucking team was just embarrassing. I was impressed with nobody at all. The defense regressed all the way back to 2024. Bryce Young. The play calling all throughout the day. Inability to run fucking routes properly. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know why y'all are so weak. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. But, you know, because I went so hard the first 2 seasons, right, it's almost like I had to, you guys have put kid gloves on me, just like all of you guys like handling him. Oh, we want to just baby him and coddle him. I know for a fact it's not my quarterback. That shit really triggered me. If you get a chance to go back and listen to Sheena's Space at halftime of the game. I
can't do it, bro.
I lost it. I lost it. They had to mute my mic, actually. I lost it. Because it's not, I know it's not Bryce's fault. It's not Bryce's fault. Okay, cool. Well, it's been 3 seasons. It's been 3 seasons. And he's shown minimal to no growth. Actually, I see him missing the same throws now that I saw him missing as a rookie when he was having his ass tooted in the air. I'll tell people to recall the Indianapolis Colts infamous picture when his butt was in the air because his head was being dribbled off of the turf. The same throws, identical throws, you know. You know, just honesty. Listen, today is just all about honesty. God, honest truth. And if I just choose to vocalize honesty differently than you guys, then that's just how I decide to do it. But don't slander and slaughter me. I'm just telling you, I remember when there was a picture of him with his butt in the air because his head was in the fucking turf, and the same throws that he was missing his rookie year when that picture was taken are the same throws that he's missing now, if not worse. Just with a better wide receiver one. So, you know, today is just all about honesty. You said you wanted to do 2 minute?
I did have a 2 minute.
Okay. No problem.
You guys know what my 2 minutes about to be on.
I don't. Oh, I'm sure the Cowboys in some way, shape, or form.
It absolutely is, because if there's one thing that's worse than what we've seen coming out of Carolina, it's this defense coming out of Dallas.
He's ungrateful.
I don't think I'm ungrateful for the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. Yeah. If that's ungrateful, then I'm extremely ungrateful, because I don't understand why every week in and week out, I have to see people making the same mistakes, specifically in the secondary, missing the same assignments, being constantly out of position, constantly seeing other opposing wide receivers run wide open to whatever part of the field that they would like. For example, I just want you to, I'm going to take you on a journey with me. As we're sitting there, first drive of the game, defense is on the field. We get a stop on first down. Beautiful. Get a stop on second down. Beautiful. It's about 3rd and 9. My friend Seth is sitting to my right. He's a Packers fan. He goes, oh my God, I can't believe our offense looks this terrible again. Like, we're so bad. Like, what's going on? I said, Seth, take a deep breath, buddy. I said, calm down. It's 3rd and long. I said, you know what happens on 3rd and long with this team? A 50-yard play. I said, just watch. Next thing you know, we see a bomb to Matthew Golden coming up down the sideline for about 50 yards. And he looks at me, jaw to the floor. I said, I know this team, Seth. This is what we do. This is what we've come to expect. And because I'm at that level, at the end of the game, there's 43 seconds on the clock. Green Bay is all the way backed up, ass against their own goal line. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to score. He's like, there's no way. I'm like, no, there's a way. They're going to score. March it all the way down the field. Easy. Sweet. As soon as we didn't get that touchdown in overtime, I said, oh, we're fucked. I said they're going to score again.
Yeah, and that was just, just a totally missed opportunity by the Green Bay Packers.
4th and 6. We have them at 4th and 6. I say, hey, doesn't matter. You know why? Because this defense can't stop anybody. It's the worst thing that I've ever seen. And, like, at some point, we blamed Dan Quinn when we couldn't stop the run in the playoffs. We blamed Mike Zimmer at the start of the season last year when this team didn't get the job done. At some point, the players on the field have to hold some sort of level of responsibility. What I'm seeing right now coming from Dallas, when I have a $97.5 million cornerback in Trayvon Diggs that has to get fucking benched before the start of a game because he's not fucking good enough, when I have a safety who's also one of the highest paid in Donovan Wilson who can't seem to understand the concept of single high, like, you're the only one back. You can't be coming up and smashing the line of scrimmage like that. You're the last line of defense, but yeah, you sit here and you constantly have your eyes stuck in the fucking backfield. When I have to see shit like this over and over again, it makes me want to ram my head through a wall. And the comment that I made about speed bumps, I actually got that from watching Trayvon Diggs because he doesn't like to tackle. He just goes and
he's
falls.
Huge. He's massive for a cornerback.
He just goes and he falls at the feet of whoever's running by. He just goes and falls right in front of him. Hopefully they slow down enough for somebody else to come fucking hit because he doesn't want to do it. It's sickening. I can't watch it. I genuinely can't watch the defense that's going on in Dallas. That shit makes my stomach hurt. And it similar to you, that shit makes my fucking stomach hurt. And now I have to watch Dak. I'm hypercritical of Dak. He's played some of the best football that I've ever seen him play, and we just fucking pissed it down the drain. 4 fucking weeks of Dak playing phenomenal football. We have 1 fucking win to show for it. I'm sick of it.
Yep. And so now when he throws any interception in the 3rd or 4th quarter going forward, Tavian, I can guarantee you guys, he's going to come on and slander Dak's name and say that the whole season is his fault.
No,
that's his cycle.
This shit is 100% on that defense. That's the worst defense I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some bad defenses.
It's not worse than Carolina last year, unfortunately.
I mean, if we're looking at purely explosive plays given up, this is the worst defense since 2003. So it is worse than the Panthers last year.
Yikes. Anything to say in wrapping? Or did you have a 2-minute warning?
No, I have nothing.
Okay, cool. Because I don't either. Oh, actually, I do. Everybody, if you own a weapon, I would highly, highly encourage you to go load up on ammunition. Because they get to calling niggas home. That means that they're expecting some shit to slide over here on this soil. So I'm just warning everybody to just be prepared. So, yeah. More or less. But I have to, actually, this is not a political podcast. So, we'll leave it there. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If the Carolina Panthers don't beat the Miami Dolphins next week, we're literally back in hell. And we're going to start assessing and evaluating Lenore Sanders. We're going to
Sellers. Say the name right if you want.
Sellers, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, that. Who else?
Mark.
Arch. No, don't mark shit. Don't mark.
Who you say?
Arch. He's going to be a possibility. Drew Aller.
He's dog shit,
bro. I'm just telling you, he's going to be a possibility. Who else? Nussmeier. He may be able to do the job better than.
Not the way he just fucked off our money like that.
Shout out to him. I lost probably, I would say, 215 this weekend.
Jesus Christ. Florida State's quarterback ass.
Florida State's ass. Syracuse. I mean, we can't cover 15.5 points against Duke at home. That's too much to ask. We're going to get fucked in our butts by 35 points. So forgive me for my attitude today. I lost a lot of money. I had to watch a bullshit product. Oh, by the way, put a 50 ball on the Panthers to win and the Chargers to cover 3.5, 2.5. That was too much to ask. We go get fucked by the Giants and Jackson Dart, with no Malik Neighbors who tears his shit off the bone in quarter number 2. So, yeah, forgive me if my attitude wasn't the best. Forgive me if my vulgarity was on another level this week. And transparently, I really don't even give a fuck. I don't even really care to apologize or ask for forgiveness, but I know that that's the PC thing to do. So if I offended anybody today, forgive me. If you don't ever want to tune in again, I don't give a fuck. But if you do, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, bell notification, and tap in with us on social media at For Panthers Fans Only. Go to Google, search for Panthers Fans Only. You'll find us. That's all I have. Guess we'll talk to you guys Friday.